Hello and welcome to our weekly update from the Neighbourhood Property Collective. My name's Carmela and today I would like to talk to you about minimum standards in properties. Our rental properties nowadays have to meet minimum standards, otherwise we will get complaints from our renters, and they have every right to do that. All renters nowadays do know, they are informed about what needs to be at a property, what they should be entitled to. And it's best, I think, that owners begin to understand that these things are not negotiable. They do have to be done at all the properties. So the minimum standards apply to rentals that started after the 29th of March 2021. So it's already been in force for nearly a year. And they've started, all the ones that have started before the 29th of March 2021 and roll over into periodic agreements, which means that the rental agreement has ended, but it's rolled over during that period and after the 29th of March. The minimum standards are divided into all sorts of categories, but every rental property must meet the minimum standards for that category, okay? So it covers a lot of different things within the property. It ranges from the locks on the windows, the locks on the doors, even the bins have to be vermin proof, which they are, most of them have. The toilets must be in good working order and connected to pipes, obviously, that are, in good working order. There's certain things about the bathrooms. The showers must have a shower head with a 3-star water efficiency rating. So these are the sorts of things that have come into play now. The kitchen must have a dedicated cooking and food preparation area, a sink in good working order, and a stovetop in good working order. There needs to be at least 2 ignitions of flame available to the renter at any one time. The property must be structurally sound. So a lot of properties that are having cracks, things like that appear. It doesn't mean they're not structurally sound, but this is something and it's got to be waterproof, which means no leaks for water to get in. Mold and damp, that's a very big issue nowadays, and with all this rain that we've been having in the past month, through winter, there is a lot of properties where the water has managed to find a way in. So you've really got to be careful and make sure that the mold doesn't start growing. The electrical safety standards, now they are big. It means that the switchboards have to be upgraded and every single power point or light fitting must be in good working order. And it actually must have a safety switch or a circuit breaker installed as well. Heating, that's a big one. The rental properties must have a fixed heater, not portable. So it's not, you can't give the tenants, the renters nowadays, a portable heater that they can move around. It must be in good working order in the main living area. If the fixed heater has not been installed in the main living area, the rental provider must install an energy efficient heater by 29th of March 2021. So it should have been done already. But from the 29th of March 2023, the heater must also meet efficiency energy standards. This means that if a renter enters into a rental agreement from the 29th of March 2023, there must be a fixed energy efficient heater in the main living room at least. So it just means that from now on, even heating fits under the category of minimum standards. What else can I say? There is a whole lot of different things. Failure to do repairs in a reasonable time and manner as well will also be something that the Consumer Affairs will now look at. Renters should inspect a property to make sure it meets minimum standards before they sign a rental agreement, which means that they have to go to a property. You can't sign up a rental agreement without the renter actually inspecting the property nowadays. If a rental agreement has been signed but the renter has not moved in yet and the property does not meet minimum standards, The renter can end the rental agreement immediately without fees by notifying the rental provider that the property does not meet minimum standards, which means that even if there's locks missing on a window and the renter picks it up and says there's no deadlock, there's no locks here, I don't feel safe, they can actually end the agreement before even starting it and using that as their reason to do so. When a rental provider fails to repair the property, the renter has the right to spend up to $2,500 to fix, but it's always this relates to hot water systems or any electrical problems or any damage in some way that could affect the way that their quiet enjoyment of the property. They do have the right to do that. I've never had that happen, but I have heard of people who, if they leave a hot water system or a property without hot water, for instance, for a whole weekend, the renter can have the right to do that himself and then send the bill. So it's important that property managers are contactable. That's all for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in our comments and feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a lovely week. Let's hope the rain stops.